Good morning. It's Sunday, February 11th. I have nothing to say about my day. Horrible sleep. Again, wake before 3, and then toss and turn. I read that LDN can do that, but I was doing that before the LDN occasionally, so I can't really blame the LDN, I guess. Not yet, I can't. I'm just weary, and I'll be honest, I'm scared. I'm scared for my mental health. I really am. Feel like every day I get a little less connected. I was just listening to my pastor online. They do a live feed from church. His first question is, what is your life lacking? I said, health, health, health. That's what my life is lacking. Health. So, here I said I've already listened to did my Bible study and then listened to the service, the live service, the first service. They have 2 services on Sunday. Listen to that. Clearly, well, no, it's not clear because these are jammies too. I've gotten dressed, washed my face, brushed my teeth. Don't have any energy to walk on the treadmill at all, whatsoever. Not even a little bit. Today is one of those days that I couldn't even pull it off. I mean, I could, but what would be the point? So I guess later on I'll just try to get into the infrared sauna. And I have no idea what else I'll do all day except this. I've been watching this YouTube video. The guy has gone viral. He's got hundreds of thousands of viewers now. A year ago, he started videoing his mother, 66 years old. Lewy body dementia, I think it was called. So she's young. And he's been videoing. She's in a nursing home, but he goes and spends every other day with her practically, and I'm learning a lot. And I'm like on the 7th or 8th video, and there's 40 some odd videos, so because he videos every week, once or twice a week. But anyways, point being, his mother is completely different from mine, though. His mother is so sweet and non-combative, and at least every video I've seen, she's never been mean or combative or argumentative. She's very sweet, and somewhere in her mind she knows this isn't right, and she cries a lot, and but she laughs a lot also, and she questions him. There was one video she completely had no idea who he was, and he was just bawling. But I was like, my mom's not like that. My mom is combative, mean, argumentative. There is nothing wrong with her. You can't convince her that there's anything wrong with her, that it's all us and we're all messing with her, especially me. I am Satan, apparently. But my point is, I am learning a lot from him because he's got such compassion and love for his mother, and how scary it's got to be. And so there's a lot that are completely different from my mom, but there's a lot of similarities. Like, she just doesn't know what to do with herself. He said a year ago, this time, she was still going out into the community room and walking the halls and eating dinner in the dining room and socializing, because she doesn't leave her room now, other than when he comes or his sister comes and gets her and takes her out. She does not leave the room. She doesn't watch TV anymore. That's my mom. My mom doesn't go anywhere, doesn't watch TV. I can't. even if I wanted to. Can't get my mother and bring her over here and do things because my mother's not mobile like his mother. His mother's, like I said, only 66. Very mobile. My mother is using a walker and so feeble and so lame and so weak. She can't even get up 3 stairs. The last time, and I can't remember what it was, what she was here for. I think it was Mother's Day was the last time she was in this house. And my husband and son had to literally pick her up to carry her up 3 stairs. So, and I can't get her in and out of my car alone anymore. She's too feeble. She's so weak, and I'm too weak to be holding her and getting her up into the car and folding up the wheelchair and putting that in there, because when she goes out, she has to be in a wheelchair. She can't just use her walker unless she's just going from point A to point B, literally, you know, if it's any distance. So I don't take her anywhere. Last time I took her out was to get her hair cut, and Sid had to help me, and Sid had to get her in and out of the car. So I don't take her places. But similarities with, he says that she'll stand in the middle of the room and calls him and says, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Several of the videos, she doesn't trust that the phone's working. She had to keep picking up the phone and reusing the phone over and over again because it just wasn't working. That's my mom. But he's healthy and normal and has got a lot of energy and much younger than me. Laying in bed again this morning, just thinking, what would it be like to feel normal? Do I even know what normal is anymore? To just feel normal, don't have anxiety and electricity running through my body and woozy face, woozy head, just this unwell feeling. Like right now, I just feel so just unwell. That's the best way I can put it. I can't describe it any better than I feel unwell. And take a look at me. Is that somebody who looks well? No. This is the face of death, in my opinion. It really is. I never looked like this before in my life. Never looked this bad. This is unwell. So, either Lyme is killing me, EBV's one of them, something's killing me. And again, I've said this so many times, it's just taken way too long though. My friend Julie sent me a link about herxing to the point of over herxing. I can't try to explain it to you, but it made some really good points, and I think she thinks that's what's happened to her, and I think that's what's happened to her too, because she was bad before she started antibiotics, but when she started the antibiotics, she got so much worse. I mean, in some manners, worse than me. Mentally, no, but physically, yes. She's gotten way worse than me, physically. And it's like, well, I know she's not taking the antibiotics anymore. I certainly am not, but it's pathways, opening those pathways, making sure that you're detoxing. Maybe she's not enough. I don't know. I can't speak for her personally. I know that I feel like I'm detoxing enough, though, so. Anyways, it's Sunday, and I went to church virtually online, which breaks my heart. Can't stand it. When I was upstairs getting dressed, I'm just saying under my breath, either to myself or to the Lord, I don't feel good. I just don't feel good. I can't feel good. It's not psychological, because if it was psychological, you could distract yourself. I mean, when I had my grandson here yesterday, that would distract you from yourself. It's not that. It's I don't feel good. Excuse me. So just start me on a brand new probiotic. I always take 2, but this is a new one because I ran out of one of them. So And I took it along with all my other supplements, vitamins, basically, D and C and B. Took it with those, and it didn't sit well with my stomach, so clearly I can't take the probiotics along with the vitamins at the same time. Hope you're all doing better than me. I really do. And I hope those of you who go to church got to church. I really do. I covet you. I covet going to church. I shared with my friend this morning that I'm really worried that I'm going to end up like my friend in the psych ward. Not because I'm going to try to kill myself, but because I'm going to break. I'm going to break if something doesn't change. It's like, Lord, why? Would you want that from me? Do you want me to break? You want me to be just, my brain just crack? And if it happens, why would you? Why? I really am having a struggle with the whys. I can't help it. Somebody told me a long time ago, you got to take your why, write it down on a big piece of paper. Why? Go out in your backyard and bury it. And bury the why. And I'm like, oh yeah, because that will work. Yes, because then from then on, I will never say why again. Bloop! And bloop, by the way, is my husband Pinocchio's nose growing. A big lie. Bloop! No. Ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna continue to say why. Maybe that's not everybody, but that is me for sure. So, that's my morning. Again, doesn't seem like it changes, does it? Told you it won't. Stress level's too high. My anxiety's too high. My depression's too high. Everything is way up here. Nothing is here, and nothing is here. Everything is here. Look at the clock and think, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? It's 10:30, and I'm ready to just put away and go to bed and say I'm done for the day? Huh. And what can you do with that? We got another 3 inches yesterday. Another 3 inches. I swear, there's got to be about 18, 20 inches out there. So, anyway, see you later on. I have no clue what I could possibly come back on and say because nothing's going to be happening today other than me hopefully getting into the sauna. But other than that, it's a big, fat 0. Bye. Just checking in because I'm having a really hard moment. My head feels so spacey and unattached to what's happening, and I'm just keep feeling like I should go and do something, get out of the house, go to a store or something. Because I'm feeling really bad, and I don't know what to do to relieve it. Watching vlogs and everybody's talking about food and diet. Personally, I haven't seen a big change in anyone with their diets, so I'm not convinced. But right now I'm just thinking that the day is not moving ahead quick enough for me, and so I might just get myself out the door just to get to do something. Can't sit here any longer. It's just too depressing. I'm going. Couldn't sit in that house another second. As crappy as I feel, but I have good reason to go because I just remembered I need to get several things for my mom from the store. So, I'm on my way to go pick up groceries for my mom and to bring them over to her. And then at least I've gotten out of the house and I've done something, because depression comes over me like a wave of the worst. I've never experienced something like this before in my life. I've never had depression in my life. Never. I've had anxiety, but never had depression. I mean, I would say to doctors, well, I might be a little depressed because I'm so anxious all the time. Who wouldn't be? But this is clinical depression. This is serious business. Anyway, this is my view. It's gray, which matches my mood. It's cold. I think it's like 20 something. Let's see. Oh, well, according to my car, but I just got out of the garage, it says 39. I don't know if it's that warm. So I just wanted to let you know that I'm out of the house and I'm driving. And I'll pop in later. Bye. Okay. If she answers, you just say, we're testing the phone.
They're probably out shopping. Oh, that's enough rings.
It's not going to voicemail, huh? Okay. Just say hi. It's just, wait for the beep. Okay.
Hi, we're just testing our new phone system here.
Okay. All right, so that's all you have to do is hit our name. It will press, there's a button under there, so when you hit our name, it will dial it. Once you pick up the phone, you want to call me, Sid, Sharon, Ernie, or your Uncle Dale, you just hit our name. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't have to dial numbers.
Oh, that'll be easier.
I'll leave this in your bedroom because you don't have one of these phones in your bedroom just yet. And when you get in, once I get a new phone for your bedroom, you won't need this at all. But I'll leave this in your room in case you want to call us from your room. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Now we should probably get your legs up a little bit because you got just a little bit of swelling in your legs. See where the band was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
no, yeah, she's been like that.
Yeah. So,
And she was in bed when I got here.
okay.
But when she's in the chair, you do put your
Yes,
legs up, right,
that
Mom?
would be great.
All the time
Okay.
she does.
Her down.
Okay.
I know, you're
good.
just retaining fluids.
Mhm.
You're
More so in the right than in the left.
I think that is the leg she had the bypass on.
Okay. There you go. Put this right back on. Okay, good. How about if we get the legs elevated right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have
She's got a button.
button?
Look at my mother's. She seemed better today. Of course, the nurse showed up, but when I came in, she was in her bed, doing what she always does. But you know, she wasn't agitated or anything. She doesn't have another aide coming for another 2 hours, so I don't know how she'll do for the next couple hours. But nothing I can do about that. I should check her mail. It helped me get out of the apartment. I mean, now I'm talking crazy. It helped me get out of the house. Even if it was just to go and get her groceries. Can't just sit there. It literally makes you crazy. So I'm headed home now. I'm hungry. It's past lunchtime for me. And that. You're chronically ill. Your days kind of run into one another. They all just seem the same. You don't really have anything to really look forward to. You don't really have anything to be excited. Oh, gotta get the handicap thing now. I mean, the littlest things can either throw you off guard or they give you something to look forward to. I guess it all depends on the day, but for me, the way I am, I always feel antsy, and yet today was really depressing. I felt very depressed, and the black cloud, like I just didn't know how I was going to get through the next couple minutes because there was nothing to do. I was just sitting there. I was watching YouTubes. I just no interest to even do anything. So I knew I had to get out of the house. I knew I had to just go, and I was well enough to drive, thank God. But now I feel even more exhausted. That's a shocker, right? So, but I reprogrammed her phone when I was there. I had bought her a phone a while ago that you could just press the name, but I had made the big mistake of putting our names and the phone number into the little spot over the button that you press, and that was confusing her, so she felt like she had to dial the number. So I sat down and reprogrammed the phone completely, so it's just a name, and you press the name and it dials it for you. There, you can eventually just put the person's picture there, and that will be the next step, is that I will just put our pictures there. What's really sad is that I just put mine, Sid's, my sister, my brother, and her brother's names in, and she never noticed that her other son wasn't in there. She never even asks. She doesn't even know that her son died. She has no idea. And I always wonder, is this the time she's going to say, well, why didn't you put Gary's name in there? Didn't even ask. Doesn't even occur to her that it's just Sharon, Elaine, and Ernie. Sad. That's where it comes to. But you don't even remember that you had 4 children. So I'm on my way home, clearly, and I don't know if I'll go in the sauna now after being out. I think that I may just do an Epsom salt bath tonight. It sounds more appealing to me than sitting in the sauna and sweating my rear end off. Because tomorrow's Monday and we go back to doing what? Oh, more of the same. I looked on the forecast and it might go into the low 40s like Wednesday or Thursday, and that would mean I could have walked outside today, but it's so gloomy out. Who would want to be outside today? But I'll be able to maybe take my walk outside later in the week. Anyway, there's my saying. This is killing my arm and my shoulder holding my phone, so I'm gonna click off and see you later. I'll be home in a few minutes. Hi. Been home for a little while now. Ate my salad. Tried to read a little bit. Stayed upstairs because my son came over with a friend to visit with his dad, and I can't be around all the talking and the loud. I mentioned before, my son, he talks so loud. That comes from my side of the family, by the way. We're all big mouths and never shut up. I love my son, but just can't be around him when he talks so loud. I went downstairs and I said to say hello and meet his friend, and I said, Sonny Michael, you don't have to yell to talk. He goes, it's not my fault. You made me like this. I'm wondering how my friend is doing in the mental ward. Wish I could find out what's happening to her. That's kind of frustrating and annoying. So here I sit. I realized Valentine's Day is this week. And I did look around in the store when I was out trying to find something for my grandbabies because they're leaving Friday to go to Florida. So I won't see them for 2 weeks. I was like, I want to get them something for Valentine's Day, but I don't want to get them candy. And I want, toys. My mind couldn't wrap around something I could get them that they could take in their little hand and put it in their little pocket. And Gammy got us this for Valentine's Day and take it with them to Florida. I don't know. Maybe I'll go out again. I will. I'll try to go out again before. It's today the 11th. So Wednesday is Valentine's Day. My husband and I we don't get all whoopy about any of this stuff. We've been married 30 freaking oh my God, 30, how many years have we been married? God, I can't even do the math. We've been married a long time. So we don't exchange gifts for Christmas or birthdays. I mean, he'll occasionally get me something here and there. We just don't do that. I've got a card for him for Valentine's Day, and wouldn't it be nice if I could make him a nice dinner Wednesday before he came home from work? That would be huge for him if I made dinner. Yeah. If I could stand long enough to make a meal. So I just wanted to pop in again and say, here I am. I would have liked to do more shopping. I really would have. I got a gift card. At TJ Maxx. But I just didn't have enough energy to go over there after I went to the Walmart Superstore. I like going to Walmart Superstore because you can get groceries and you can get toiletries and other stuff. You can get everything under one roof. And clothes if you need it. Not that I got anything, but in toys. And everything's under one roof. So you can say what you want about Walmart, but I like Walmart. My daughter mocks me. Both my daughters mock me, actually. They're not Walmart people. They're Target people. But I know where everything is in this Walmart. So I walk in Target and I'm like, I don't know where anything is. Anyway. We should count how many times I say that. At least I don't say Some people say and it drives me crazy. So what am I babbling about? Oh, shopping. It would have been nice if I could have gone into TJ Maxx and maybe found a new top, something for myself. But I didn't have it in me. And like I said, I definitely want to go out and just get something for the babies, for my babies. They have everything under the sun. They don't need anything, but just something that they, like I said, that they could take with them. They're driving to Florida. God, help my daughter. She said, I get a stomach ache every time I think about it. Now, they do this every year. They drive every year. But every year they've added another child. First year, it's one little baby. Not a problem. Two babies. Three babies. Now they have four. And Mr. Four, he is hell on heels. He won't sit still. I asked her, I said, how do you plan on keeping Wesley in a car seat? And she goes, I don't want to talk about it, Mom. I get a stomach ache every time I think about this trip. I don't know how we're going to do it. I'm like, she goes, keep him in a car seat. How are we going to keep him in the van? He'll be climbing out the windows. I'm like, but they're going. They go every year. His biological mother lives in Florida, but they're not going to see her this time. His father and stepmother have already left and are already in the house that they've rented. They left this weekend, and they're already down there. I left Friday, I think. And so they're renting this house with them. I think I've talked to you about this. I'm getting a right-sided headache. I got pain right here. I don't know if it's occipital. Sometimes if you hold your head, the pain goes up into your, I don't know if it's occipital headache or what, but it's like right here. I had to buy batteries for my scale. It's one of those digital battery operated ones, and I haven't weighed myself in a long time, and I know I've gained weight. I mean, when I lost all that weight back in 2013, I lost 55 pounds. I was down from 189 to got down to 130 something. And over these last years, I've, put a couple pounds on, a couple pounds there, a couple pounds. But I think I put more than a couple pounds on recently, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I think it's because I eat because I'm bored. Because it's not like I'm ever hungry. I just eat to eat. I don't have anything else to do with myself. So, kind of be interested in seeing what that scale says tomorrow morning. And then freak myself out because I've always had issues with my weight. I've always been thin my whole life, except for clearly when I went up to 189. But I blame that on being on an antidepressant. I was on an antidepressant back then, and I was packing on weight with that antidepressant. Every year I was on it, it get bigger and bigger. I mean, I was a size 14, 16. The largest I'd ever been prior to that was when I was pregnant for my kids, and I'd be in a size 12. I never even wore maternity clothes for any of my pregnancies. I just wore a size 12 because I'm usually a size 8. But when I lost all that weight, I went down to a size 4, 6. Now, I'm an 8, 10, I think. Hope I'm entertaining you, because I'm not entertaining myself. I'm just babbling. But I'm going to get off because this headache and the sun is hitting me right where I'm getting the headache. So I got to get up and shut the blind here. Talk to you later.